Good day all of you. Let's come back to a science class. Okay, let's start the class with a prayer. Oh God, bless all of us so that we may learn the subjects better and do our duties well. Yes, after a long gap, again we are back to our class. Yes, are you interested to sit in the class? Happy? Yeah. So, shall we continue the chapter? What was the chapter? In the first term, we have stopped with the third chapter's first part only. So, the next one is the excretory system. What was the first one? We have learned about the digestive system, isn't it? What is the digestive system? The organ system that help us in digesting the food, breaking the food into small particles. Which all organs are there? All those we have learned in the first part. Now we'll come to the next one, that is the excretory system. That is, you know that after eating the food, what happens? What is that process in it? The food, the nutrients are taken by the small intestine and given to the different parts of the body with the help of the blood. Yes? Then the waste from the body is going absorbed by the large intestine. It is given out. The given out process. That is known as excretion. The removal of the waste food from our body. That process we call it as the excretion. Understood? So, the removal. This term is very important. The removal of waste from our body. It may be liquid waste and also the solid waste. Solid waste is the food waste. What is the large intestine taken and given out through the anus? Then there will be liquid waste. What all things, liquid type things what you are eating, that also taken by the blood. Yes, and there will be waste out of it. That is also removed out of our body in the form of, what is it? Yeah, urine. So, how all these things are given out, that process is called the excretion. Yes, and there are organs included in this excretion. That organs, the group of organs which helps to remove the waste from a body, that organ group or organ system, we call it as the excretory system. Got it? So, what is an excretory system? The organ system that help us to remove the waste from our body in the form of urine or in the form of the fecus and all. Fecus is there, number 2. That is called the excretory system. Here we are going the main excretory system, the main organ systems which are included in this excretion. That's what we are going to see here. Understood? So the organs of the excretory system, the first one we will see the important, which is the main excretory system in our body, and the other excretory organs also we will see. So the main one is the, here we have two bean-shaped organ here. Which is it? It is, we call it as the filter of our body. The purifier. Yeah, the purifier in our body. That is the kidneys. Okay, so the kidneys are the main excretory organ in our body. So shall we see that? And not only kidneys, to help the kidneys, it should reach out the kidneys. So there are many other organs also included in it. So then only it becomes the excretory system. Understood? So we will see which are the organs in the excretory system and what all functions each one are doing. So shall we see that? The first one, the pair of kidneys. We have two kidneys on both sides. So a pair of kidneys, including this excretion. We have a pair of kidneys which is a bean shape. This diagram is important. You have to draw and study. Understood? The other one I have said not to draw it. But this one you have to learn how to draw. So first you will draw the kidneys. Then you can see a tube-like structure from it. That's and all what I'll tell what is it. From each one you can see a tube-like structure. Okay, tube-like structure, and it is connected to a small bag-like thing. See the way I'm drawing here. Okay, you can see a bag-like thing at the end. At the end, there is a small pointed part through which it is going out. Clear? This much did you understand? So, this is the structure of the excretory system. Here, the first one included in the excretory system, that is the kidneys, a pair of kidneys. These two you can write here. Kidneys. If you want, you can draw now itself and keep. You have to learn how to draw this. Then, this tube-like structure, that is the ureter. These two parts. These two are called the ureters. Ureters. And this is known as the urinary bladder. This is the urinary bladder. You'll see the function of each one now. First, you will understand which are the organs in it. So, urinary bladder, and at last I said there is a small pointed part here. Here, this end part. This is known as the urethra. Urethra. Did you get it? This bag-like structure is called the urinary bladder, and the end part here you can see it is the urethra. Now, got the organs in the excretory system. This diagram is very important. So, first one, a pair of kidneys. Then, this tube-like structure is called the ureters. Then, we have the urinary bladder. And the last end part, yes, that is the opening. That is the urethra. Now, kidneys, you know, it is a bean-shaped structure located near our stomach. Then the kidneys are about on each side of our backbone. That also, like our heart, it is the size of a fist. Fist size. Both the kidneys are. Then the next one is the ureters. They are pipe-like structure. Pipe-like structure. Then a bag where the urine is collected. That is the urinary bladder. When the waste full, it is filled. It is called the urinary bladder, and it is gone out. It is opens outside the body. It's going out. The urine is going out from this urethra. Did you get it? So these are the organs in it. Now we will see how it is working. You will not know. Digestion. We said how digestion happens in our body. First we take food to the mouth like that. We will see how does it work. Okay. So we have said that the blood is the one who is passing the food and water to different parts of our body. In the same way, after all these things, the waste from our body, the waste liquids from our body, that is also taken by the blood. Okay, the waste water, the blood will become impure blood. So that waste, liquid waste and all, it is collected by the blood and it is given to this two kidneys. These two kidneys, the blood is giving this to the kidneys. Understood? And what's the kidney doing there? Kidney is like our water purifier. The kidney will be, it has many filters in it. It will filter all the waste out of it and purify the blood, purify the liquids and the waste from it. Waste is so what the waste is, where's the waste going? What does the kidney do? The kidney will filter, purify it, and the waste will be passed through this pipe, and that pipe is called the ureter. Are you understanding it? Yes, the first one is the blood will collect all the liquid waste from the body and it is given to the kidneys, and the kidneys start working. Then kidneys start working 45 minutes to purify the blood, the liquids and all, and that waste from that, the waste will be there. That waste should be given out. So that waste will be passing through this ureter. Understood? And from the ureter, it reaches this urinary bladder. Sometimes you feel, can I go to toilet, ma'am? May I go to for number 1? Will you ask no? For what purpose? Because your urinary bladder is full. Why the urinary bladder is full? Because the kidney was working, giving out the waste, and that's why your bag is full now. And when your urinary bladder is full, will you be able to sit properly in the class? No. What will you do? You have to put it out. And that time, you will go to toilet, and this urethra, this end one will open, and it is given out from our body in the form of your urine. So the waste from that going out, it is the urine. Okay, so this is the way the liquid waste is going out from our body. And the organs are kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, and the urethra. Understood? So what you have to do is this diagram. So this time your workers draw this diagram to your rough note is enough. Only to your rough note is enough. Write the heading excretory system. This diagram you draw kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, urethra. Understood? And a small, what all you understood about the process of excretion? A small note of it. Ma'am had said no. What's the kidney doing? How do it reaches the kidneys? The waste reaches the kidney from the blood. The blood is taking the liquid, the waste, and given to the kidneys, and the kidneys will work, purify it, and the waste is gone to the ureters, and the ureters to the urinary bladder, and from the urinary bladder it is given out with the help of the urethra. The small brief description on the working of the excretory system also you write. Understood? Small is enough. Don't want to think many. That is enough. So draw the diagram and give a small description on the working of the excretory system. That is the work for you today. Ready? So that is about the organs of the excretory system. Yes. And the waste gone out from this is known as the urine. So this is the main excretory organ, and there are many other excretory organs in our body. There are other excretory organs in our body that also we will see. Understood? Now, one is, now we are telling that, what is it? In the respiratory system, which is the organ lungs. We are taking in air. Which air you have to take in? Oxygen, and gives out carbon dioxide. Yes. And so there we are giving out a waste air out. And which is the organ helping in it? Lungs. Lungs help us to give out the air which we don't want, that is the carbon dioxide. Yes, another one, that is the waste water from our body is also going in another form, sweat, vierpa. How is it going from our body? It is going out from our body through our skin. So skin is another excretory organ which help us to remove our waste water in the form of sweat. Is it clear? Yes. So we got now excretion through the skin and the lungs. So lungs and skin are the other two excretory organs in our body. Yes. Main excretory organ is the kidneys. So that is about the excretory system. Now last one, we will take out the textbook and we will read it out. What's the last one here? The healthy habits related to digestion and excretion. What all things? How can we keep our digestion? How can we take care of our digestive system and excretory system? What all things we have to do? Then kidneys, one problem is there. We have to help the kidneys to work properly. We have to drink water nicely. Kidneys need water to work properly. Understood? So we should drink water, 8 glasses of water daily for the kidneys and all our organ system to work properly. Otherwise, you might have heard about the kidney failure, kidney stones and all, because the lack of the water in our body. So it needs water. All the organ system need water to work properly. So you have to drink 8 glasses at least in a day. Yes. So we will see the healthy habits related to digestion and excretion. You can take page number 18 in your text. Yeah. What is it? What will happen if our digestive and excretory system do not work? The food we eat will not get broken down. So that you can mark it and keep. Now what happens if our digestive system is not working properly? What happens? What happens? It will not get broken down. There will be indigestion. You will be having gas problems, stomach pain, all those things because digestion is not done properly. This may cause acidity, constipation. Constipation means you won't be able to go for number 2 properly. Yes. Then vomiting and loose motion. These are the problems which will come if your digestive and excretory systems are not working properly. You can put that in bracket. Again, if the excretory system does not work properly, the liquid waste will get collected inside the body. So, the second one is what happens if your excretory systems are not working properly. The waste of the liquid waste will be collected in our body. This may cause swelling of the body. Then, especially of the legs, hands and face. If our kidneys do not work properly, the color and the smell of the urine may change. There will be yellowish color for your urine and all because if the kidneys are not work properly, we may feel tired or we may start vomiting. These are the symptoms of your kidney problems. Understood? So, for all these things, we have to take precautions to keep our digestive and excretory system to work properly. So, we will see. So, to be healthy, we should take care of our digestive and excretory system. So, what all things I have read now, all are important. It can come, the questions can come. What happens if your digestive system does not work properly? What happens if your excretory system does not work properly? If questions come, you can write these answers. Next one, so to be healthy, how can we keep the proper functioning of our digestion and excretion process? That's what we are going to see. The first one, wash your hands and mouth properly before and after eating food. So first one is before and after eating food, wash your hands. Common what you know. Second one, always sit properly and eat the food slowly, not like this. Slowly only you have to eat your food. Sit in a place and eat, not running and eating the food. Digestion won't work properly if you are doing like that. Then chew the food well. It breaks down the food into smaller particles. It allows proper mixing of saliva with the food, which make the process of digestion easier. That is the fourth one. Fifth one, not in between the food, you shouldn't take water. Either before having the food or after 5 minutes after having your food, only you should take water. Otherwise, in between, if you drink water, food you will have, drinking water, digestion will not happen properly. Okay? So, in between, you shouldn't drink water. They are telling drink plenty of water every day. Yes. In that itself, they are telling water is necessary for the proper absorption of nutrients. Yes. It also helps us in enabling easy movement of the food through the intestine. Without the food, the material become dry and will not move properly through the intestines. This will cause constipation. That is one thing. Then, a lack of water. That is, water is very important for to get the nutrients and also for the movement of the food through the intestines. You need water, but not in between the having food. Only before you have the food or after 5 minutes after your food, you should have water. So, these are the 4 points. Again, fifth one. See, we should not drink water along with or immediately after our meals. When saliva and other digestive juices mixes with water, what happens? They cannot break the food down. In our mouth, there is saliva. It will not work properly if there is water also. Understood? And also in the stomach also we have said bile juice is there which breaks the food into smaller particles. If water is there, it will not help it. So that is why we are telling it, don't drink water along with the food or soon after your food. Only 5 minutes after food you have to drink water. Clear? Then always eat a balanced diet. See, again balanced diet is coming. And avoid the junk food items. Eat food that is rich in fiber like leafy vegetables. Fibers help in the easy movement of food through the intestines. Then eat food on time at regular intervals. Eighth one, never try to resist the feeling to, if you have to go for number 1 or number 2, afterwards I will go, no problem, or number 2 is it, afterwards no, you immediately you should go for it, go to it. Holding on waste inside a body for a long time is harmful to our body. Then, we should bathe regularly to remove the sweat and dirt from the skin. And the 10th one, we must do some breathing exercises to keep the lungs healthy. We must protect our lungs from dust and smoke by wearing a mask when we go outside. That and all we don't want to tell again onwards, because mask has as our daily routine, isn't it? Yes. So these are 10 points how to keep your digestive and excretory system properly. So read out these 10 points. And if ma'am is asking about the digestive, how can you keep our digestive system, take care of the digestive system, you should be able to write down it. Understood? So that is our chapter. So what is the work I have given to you? Remember, draw this diagram in your rough notebook. Don't want the notebook. Again, don't message me, ma'am, is it in the notebook? No. I will tell when to start in the notebook. That time only you will start. Now you draw, practice it in your rough notebook. Mark whatever organs are given here, mark it. A small description on the working of your excretory system. Clear? So thank you children. That chapter is over. Thank you. Have a nice day.